Hi guys, welcome, welcome to Daily Tips with Monica. I hope you guys are having a good morning so far. I hope you guys are had a good night rest and you're up and ready, getting ready for the day. Please make sure you thumbs up the live as you come in. Make sure you share me out if you want. Like I always tell you guys, I appreciate you guys so much for coming. I do. Um, Guys, I would like to say, what we're going to talk about today is we're going to talk about how to validate someone's feelings. Um, People, let me tell y'all something. Sometimes people come to you and you may have hurt their feelings or you may have done something to them that hurt their feelings. Instead of being insensitive about it, listen to understand. Listen and not try to hurt their feelings. More like what they're saying is unwarranted or you're not bothered by what they're saying. Validate, you have feelings too, so make sure that you validate other people's feelings as well. So what validating is, guys, is in you recognizing someone's feelings and acknowledging to them that their feelings are important. In a healthy relationships, it's important to validate someone's feelings when they are upset. Start by listening and responding in simple terms. Make sure you're trying to empathize with them as much as you can. Now, remember, you don't always have to agree with someone's feelings or choices, but acknowledge how they feel. Acknowledge that. And here are some tips that can help you validate on someone's feelings. The first thing is listen and respond. Give verbal responses to show you're listening. Shake your head, nod your head, I understand. Validation starts with listening. Validating someone's feelings starts with listening. It is important to give a brief verbal response like, okay, I see what you're saying, while the person is talking. So give a verbal response to show you're listening. So while a person is talking, like I said, you have to listen to understand what they're saying and get a understanding of what they're trying to communicate with you. Don't don't deny a person feelings. Don't get on your phone, start testing, um, or making like you're not, or act like you're not interested in what a person is trying to tell you, because that is rude. That is very rude. Make sure you are listening and giving a verbal response. A verbal, simple response would be, I understand. Mm-hmm. Yes. Uh-huh. Those are that let a person know that you are listening and you're respecting them enough to listen to understand what they're coming to you to talk about. Don't always feel like you have to be that, you roll your eyes, oh, here they come. They always in their feelings about something. Just listen to understand. Listen to understand. Give verbal responses to show you're listening. So just listen. Just listen. The second thing is um Stay present. The most basic form of validating someone's feeling is to stay with them, even when their feelings are difficult and unpleasant. Put aside your feelings. Put aside how it may make you uncomfortable, and focus entirely on being there for them. You can do that by holding their hand, looking them in their eyes, sitting with them, or just rubbing their back and just tell them, I am here. I am here for you. So stay present. It's saying, well, if you want to validate someone's feelings, then stay in the present. Let them know that you are here for them. You are listening to understand. You are letting them get whatever they need to say out. It's not about you right now and how you feel. It's about you and how you feel. And I want to make you feel that you can come to me and get whatever you need out. I I'm sorry. I don't understand why people can't look people when you're sincere. I like to look when I'm sincere and I know I'm being sincere. I like to look people in their eye and to let them know I am really listening to you and I understand what you're saying. Or you can say, I'm here listening whenever I'm here. I'm here right now in this present moment, listening to understand and see what your concern and what has made you upset. I'm going to validate your feelings. The fourth thing is if you need to um clarify, the third thing is ask clarifying questions. When a person is finished expressing how they feel, if you need to ask some questions to clarify, to make sure what they're saying to you, you're getting and understanding what you're saying to, it's okay to do that. This allows someone to elaborate on their feelings and thoughts in a fashion so they will be completely heard. So an example would be like, how did that make you feel, or what do you think about that? So ask clarifying questions. Ask those questions that to make them feel as though you are really listening and you are really trying to understand what they are talking about and how can move forward from the situation or how they feeling to make them feel better about the situation. We have to learn, guys, how to validate people's feelings. If they feel that that's how they felt, then that's how they felt. Validate that. You may not agree with it, but guess what? Sometimes sometimes you just have to put yourself in other people's shoes. Sometimes you have to, and when you put yourself in that other person's shoes, then sometimes you realize that those feelings are valid. Those feelings are valid, and you have to agree. You have to agree. So the fifth thing is, I'm sorry. The fifth thing is strive to talk less and listen more. You may have a lot of things to say about someone's thoughts and feelings. You may have a lot to say about it. Even if you're, even if you see you see your advice can be helpful or observation can be helpful when a person is expressing themselves, but you should just listen. Just primarily, you just need to listen. Avoid interrupting or interjecting until they stop talking. Avoid advising people trying to make a point because it makes that person feel like your response is better or superficial or that you aren't acknowledging their feelings. Focus on just listening and being there for them. They have sometimes people can while they're talking because this has happened to me. They have their own revelations about situations, and that's because someone's just sitting there listening. So strive to talk less and listen more. That's one of my things that I can't. I one of my pet peeves. I cannot stand when when I'm trying to express myself and people body language is wrong. Ugh, rolling their eyes, or when I'm trying to express myself, people overtalk me. Because I'm like this, I'm coming to you to tell you how I feel about something. I'm I'm not I'm not how something may have hurt my feelings or something like that, and you feeling like, well, here you come with the drama, or here you come, you always in your feelings about something. But you will want but I feel like this when your feelings are hurt, when you want somebody to validate your feelings and see your point of view about some things. So let's learn how to listen and talk less. Don't over I can't stand that. Don't over talk people when they're trying to express themselves. That's not cute. That is not cute to over talk people when you're trying to express yourself um because everyone has feelings. Everyone. I'm gonna be honest. Everybody has feelings. And sometimes people do hurt your feelings, and you come to them and you try to tell them, you hurt my feelings, and you know, because you said this or you did that. So are you not going to acknowledge their feelings, or are you just going to make like what they're talking about? They're not talking about nothing, or they're just being all extra. Excuse me. So strive to talk less and listen more. Listen to understand. I'm trying to be that kind of person to just listen to understand. Not listen to argue, but listen to understand. I'm still working on that because sometimes I have a response. I have a response. Um the fifth thing is do not correct someone's thoughts. They'll never make a attempt to correct someone's thoughts or feelings, especially when they are upset. If someone is being kind of like irrational, you may be inclined to try to talk them out of it. However, this can come off as negating the person's feelings. So, say for instance, if you say that's not worth getting angry about. Some people do say it ain't worth getting mad about, it ain't worth getting out of character about. It's okay if you disagree. It's okay if you disagree with how someone reacts to something. But validating is not agreeing. Validating someone's feelings is not agreeing. It's simply acknowledging someone's feelings. Instead, you could say something like, I understand why you are mad. Or you should say, you sound like you are very upset. Let's talk about this. Do not correct someone's thoughts. Don't tell them that when and how they should be mad about a situation. If they are upset, they feel that they have the right to be upset because they feel violated or they feel like what someone did to them, they have the right to be upset about it. Don't tell someone that something y'all might feel, well, that's so minuscule to be mad about that. But to them, they have every right to be upset. They have every right to be upset if someone has did something to them, and have made them upset. So, like I said, if you feel like that's not worth being upset about or getting out of character about, it may you it's okay to feel that way, but you want to validate how that person felt. You may like, I understand that you may be upset because this person may have disrespected you. You may feel that they have disrespected you, and I understand how you feel. Not they didn't disrespect you. That girl, what they said to you wasn't that bad, you know. But that person, they feel that what they said to them was wrong. So you have to acknowledge people's feelings. That's why I don't understand. Like, I always try to acknowledge people's feelings. Don't feel like how someone feel is invalid. Because it may be something that you go through, and people may feel like what you're saying may be invalid, or how you feel may be invalid. So just make sure that you're acknowledging. If someone says that you hurt them, or they upset about something, and you acknowledge how they feel. Excuse me. I am so sleepy. I don't know what's going on. Um, I think that is the fifth thing. The last one we're going to do is the last one we're going to do is I'm sorry y'all, I lost my place. The last one is this is 16. Avoid blame. Never blame someone for their feelings, especially when they upset. Blaming somebody can can come off as you telling them that their feelings about something is not valid. Saying things like, man, you doing all this whining, you need to man up and deal with it. Or, you know what, you are overreacting. Or if someone disrespect, well, if someone comes to you, and if you wasn't looking like that, no, wouldn't nobody disrespect you. So avoid blaming. Don't blame someone for their feelings. Don't blame someone if they feel like, if they're talking to you about a situation that occurred, and you don't want to come off as mean and saying that their feelings not valid because they dealt with a situation that they felt was wrong, and you feel like it wasn't that bad. So you gonna go back and blame them for it. Oh, you just got to deal with it. That's life. Just validate. Like, I understand what you're going through, and there's many people that goes through things like that. But what we have to do is we have to keep pushing. We have to keep going through. But don't ever think negative of the situation. Don't never think negative. Just try to keep them. Don't try to blame them for how they feel, because sometimes they could not be overreacting. Sometimes people cannot be overreacting. Sometimes people's feelings are valid, and you have to acknowledge people's um, pain, hurt, or anything that they come to you and talk to you about. Be that type of person that can acknowledge when you have wronged someone, or um, said something to them that was disrespectful. Acknowledge that and apologize. So, ooh, those were the daily tips that I do have. I do appreciate you guys for coming. I'm going to go ahead and I am going to recap. Um, what we talked about today was tips on validating someone's feelings. The first thing is listen and respond. So always be able to sit down to a person and let with your body with a positive energy and listen to understand. Listen, listen, listen. I'm gonna say it again. Listen and then respond. Listen and then do those little brief responses, letting them know you are listening. The second thing is, um, the second thing is stay present. Stay present. Stay present. That means is you're validating their feelings by holding their hand, letting them know, look, I'm right here. I'm listening, and I'm understanding what you're going through. You're putting aside how you feel and validating how they feel by staying in that present moment with them while they're expressing themselves. The third thing is ask clarifying questions. So when a person if if you wanted to clarify what they are saying and you have a question about it, just make sure you ask the question so to get a full understanding. Like, so if this happened, this made you feel like I did, like I disrespected you. You know what I'm saying? Ask those clarifying questions so you can get a full understanding. Don't just assume. The fourth thing is strive to talk less and listen more. So always try to be a great listener. Always listen to their concerns, thoughts, and feelings, and don't interrupt them. That's rude. Always look them in the eye. Always look them in the eye and to let them know that I am listening. I am listening. And then when it's your turn to talk, you can talk. But you want to talk less because the fact that they are validating their thoughts and their feelings. Um, the fifth thing is do not correct someone's thoughts. Do not correct if don't try to tell them what they should and should not be upset about. You can go to a person and tell them, look, what after they get through saying what they're saying, I understand what you're saying and I acknowledge it, but um, this is a solution. You can offer a solution you know, or something like that, but don't tell them that their feelings are not valid. Don't tell them their feelings are not valid. And last but not least is avoid blame. Don't blame someone for someone mistreatment. So what I'm saying, if they come to you and say, you such and such mistreated me, well, if you wouldn't have looked this certain way, they wouldn't have mistreated you. That's blaming them for their mistreatment. You can't do that to people. You can't do that to people. Avoid blaming people for someone valid, for someone disrespecting them or saying demeaning things to them. Do not do that. Do not do that. Learn how to respond in a positive way to get that positive thing out there. To get a positive response back. I'm sorry. So, guys, um, um, make sure that you are validating people's feelings. Make sure you're showing empathy. Make sure you're showing understanding. Make sure that you acknowledge that whatever their feelings are or how they feel about something, that even if you don't agree, but you respect them and how they feel, that you listen to understand and you just open your heart and open your mind and let them know, I understand how you feel, and I'm sorry that you feel this way, but I am here for you. And if if some people don't feel like they're too good to apologize. I am never too good to apologize if I'm wrong. Or if I felt like, I have hurt, if someone feels like, well, Monica, you hurt my feelings when you said this, that, then I'll be like, well, I apologize. I didn't mean it that way. So, guys, those are the daily tips that I do have. I do appreciate you guys for coming. I do appreciate you. So, we do have a couple of announcements, and on July the 24th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, the Truth Be Told Squad, me and the McRae Kingz, we will be doing a live discussion panel with our host, Blogs and Fiction. Um, we will have a special guest. The special guest is Alyssa Middleton. So you guys look forward to that. Y'all make sure y'all come. Make sure you set a reminder, because you don't want to miss out. It's going to be discussion, a great discussion about things that people wants to talk about in this day and age. Nothing from the past, but what's going on in this society today. That's what we're going to talk about. So as well, I am doing a book review. If you have not read My Panties Clean, you need to read this book. If you want to order the book, it is on Amazon. The link is in my description box below. Um, my link is in the description box below, and um, if you have not, and the author's name is Tracy Allen, and if you have not got my "Don't Let God Smell Your Panties," you need to get that book as well. It's in the description box below, and I will be doing a book review. I will be interviewing Tracy in August. And then, guys, it's another book that we're going to read. I got to find my book. But it is a book. It's called Sweet Gum. It's by Aretha Renee. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna put that link in the description box, and we're gonna read that book for the book. Gonna be the book for the month of August, and in September I am going to do a book with a interview with Aretha. So thank you guys so much for coming. I appreciate each and every one of you guys that come on here and give me support. I appreciate you guys so much. Y'all just don't know, man. Like, y'all really do touch my spirit, man. All the great people that come here and just be encouraged, you know what I'm saying? Like, it touches my spirit, and I just want to say thank you guys. Um, as well, guys, if you ever want to contact me, you can email me at mjjfamily2020 at gmail.com. And if you ever want to bless this channel or uh, help with the equipment upgrade, because I'm always needing something. to upgrade this equipment. So um y'all can cash at me at J&J Mom 18. Thank you guys so much for coming. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And what we're going to say today is, like we did yesterday, today is going to be a great day today. We're not going to let anything or anybody steal our joy. We're going to stay out of those negative places that's in our mind. I'm telling myself that because sometimes I be in a negative place. And we're going to have a prosperous day. So, you guys, thank you so much for coming. Y'all have a wonderful Thursday. I'll see y'all on Friday morning. Goodbye. Have a good day.